Good morning, all my grade 5 students. Today we are going to start a very good chapter that is full of knowledge, and in this chapter we will come to know how much important water is for all the living creatures available on the earth. As you know, children, water is an important resource for us. We use water daily for many things. In this chapter, we will learn about the storage of water, distribution of water, and irrigation. In ancient times, some people harvested rain in big containers, but many more people used water that had collected naturally in streams, rivers, and in the ground. They could find groundwater rushing by in rivers or bubbling up from underground through a spring. Even in the absence of modern technology, people have invented innovative ways of storing and channeling water. For example, they constructed lakes. Rainwater was collected in lakes. The lakes were designed in such a way that when one lake was full, the overflowing water flowed into another lake at a lower level. Such brilliant ways prevented water crisis. In those days, people walked several kilometers to bring water from rivers. They could also dig deep into the earth to find water. Women carried earthen pots and copper vessels to fetch water from rivers. Dug wells and tube wells. Children, in olden days, when our grandparents were still young, wells were a major source of water. Underground water was drawn out from deep wells with the help of pulleys. Even now, wells exist in lots of places. There are two kinds of wells. Tube well. It's a type of water well that is made exclusively to extract groundwater, in which a long pipe is attached. This pipe flows water into a small water tank and flows through the fields. Dug well is an excavated structure created in the ground by digging, boring, etc. Bowlies or step wells. Bowlies are wells or ponds in which the water is reached by descending a set of steps. They may be multi-storied with a bullock turning a water wheel to raise the well water to the first or second floor. The step wells became not only sources of drinking water but cool sanctuaries for bathing, prayer, and meditation. The wells are called by many names. In Hindu, they are Bauri, Bauli, Baudi, or Bavadi. In Gujarat, spoken in Gujarati, they are commonly called Vav. Methods of irrigation. What is irrigation? Rain, the main source of water, is unpredictable, but we need constant water supply for cultivation of crops. We need an uninterrupted flow of water in the fields. How is this water generated? Well, through irrigation. It is the process of irrigation that ensures water supply in agricultural fields. Irrigation canal is an artificial channel that is the main waterway that brings irrigation water from a water source to the area to be irrigated. They can be lined with concrete, brick, stone, or a flexible membrane to prevent seepage and erosion. Water wheel, mechanical device for tapping the energy of running or falling water by means of a set of paddles mounted around a wheel. The force of the moving water is exerted against the paddles, and the consequent rotation of the wheel is transmitted to machinery via the shaft of the wheel. The wheels were used for crop irrigation and grinding grains. Let's discuss something about holy water. Water plays an important role in religions like Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity. The water of the Ganges is considered as holy water. All religious rituals of the Hindus require water from the Ganges. On special days or religious occasions, many Indians take a dip in the river Ganga to cleanse their souls, so to say. It is believed that river Ganga cures people of sins and vices. So, water is not only a resource of necessity but also a pristine element with a deep spiritual significance. Zamzam is the name of the famous well at Makkah, the place where Muslims go for pilgrimage. It is considered a miracle that it has existed in a desert for thousands of years and never dries up. When the pilgrims perform the rituals, they drink the water as they consider it sacred, and some even carry it back home with them. Holy water is also used in the church for baptism. This is water that has been blessed by a clergy or religious figure. The significance of that water is to purify the person and protect him or her against evil. So children, I hope you understood the importance of water, that water is a vital element available on the earth, and with the time the sources and storage of water have undergone a vast change. In short, we can say that every single drop of water is precious. That's all for today. Thank you all.